Hey guys, it's Miss Bella, and today I'm going to be reading a book for you. Today I'm going to be reading Last Stop on Market Street. It is wrote by Matt Della Pena, and the pictures are by Christian Robinson. This one is called Last Stop on Market Street. Let's see. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for this bus in all this wet? Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pull on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in and gave CJ a wave and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a "good afternoon." She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. What do you guys think lurched mean in the context? The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Right, probably suddenly, without causing to. It just kind of made a quick little jerk. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always got to go here after church?" CJ asked. "Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere." "I feel so sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglasses man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. "How come that man can't see?" "Boy, what do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. "Some people watch the world with their ears." "That's a fact. Their noses, too," the man said, sniffing at the air. "That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am." Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. "Sure wish I had one of those," he said. Nana sat down her knitting. "What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song?" CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, "I like to close my eyes." Nana closed her eyes too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. So what do you guys think plucking means? When it says the guitar player was already plucking strings. Right. They were pulling the strings, making the noise. Many people play guitars. They're plucking the strings. Do any of you guys play guitar or any other instruments where you pluck strings? And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling around over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended, and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. "Last stop on Market Street," Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. "How come it's always so dirty over here?" She smiled and pointed to the sky. "Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful." So, based on the pictures we have here and the explanation of crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores, it also mentions it's a busy city. Where do you think the setting of this book is? Right, probably New York, because it is very busy and they do have the bus stops. We don't have any down here, at least close to me. And we don't have a lot of graffiti, and we don't have windows with these large ladders to climb up to get upstairs. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over the soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, and the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamp still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, "I'm glad we came." So, based on how CJ is right now, in the beginning we saw that CJ really didn't want to get on the bus. You know, he said that he would rather be in a car like his friends. And now he's saying he's glad he came. Why do you think he changed his mind? I think that he maybe changed his mind because he was able to see, you know, all of the things around him that are beautiful that he wasn't able to see before. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on his head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now come on." So, from the book, what is beautiful in your city? What is something that may just be like dirty, like they said that the town was? What is something in your town that you think is beautiful that you really have to take time to look at and see? I want you guys to be able to tell me to see how well you can see the beauty in things now. But that book was Last Stop on Market Street by Matt Della Pena and Christian Robinson. I hope you guys really enjoyed the book.